Hey, we are back with Professor Avram Ehrlich on the subject of alphabet and language.
But it's more than that. The Phoenicians that brought the alphabet to the coast of Israel, to the whole coast, the Lebanese, Syrian, until the Egyptian coast, and around the Aegean and Cyprus and Greece. Those that settled here on these shores, integrated with the famous Philistines, and that their method of writing was found in slave camps in the Sinai and up in the coast, and also here in Jerusalem. And that method developed an incredible system. Interestingly enough, that system completely assimilated and was used in so many different contexts. It spread by these sea people on their ships throughout the Mediterranean basin, and it led the Greek Renaissance, the Athenian Renaissance, and that was itself predicated on the story of Troy and the Odyssey of Homer. And
what? Troy, right? Troy?
Yeah. Actually, it's fascinating, the parallel between the Odyssey of Homer and
Tell us about it.
And the Bible, because both of them were oral traditions of two nations, and they were told by their peoples in folk tales orally for hundreds of years. And once an alphabet, a system of writing, was finally constructed, they used the alphabet and the oral story to create a matrix, an interaction. Everyone knew how the story was told. And so in that way, they were able to accelerate the dissemination of the language, because they wrote the alphabet in a certain alphabet, or alpha beta in the Greek case, and it was a way to help people learn the new system, and it accelerated its proliferation. So also in the case of the Bible, when the Hebrew alphabet it had a different alphabet, or different systems, but once this system was understood for its elasticity, it was reconstructed and synergized with the Semite, different several languages, including the Israelite language, which seemed to be based on names and conjugation of verbs. And together with this system, it seemed to add, and it was equally disseminated throughout the nations. But interestingly, that those Philistines, or those sea people, Philistines, came up to the coast towards Jerusalem, towards these hills, and settled just down in the valley on the King's Road between Egypt and Assyria, all the way up the coast, or just a little bit in from the coast. That was a meeting point with the Israelites who were on the mountain, who had come from the other side, from Egypt. They had come up from Egypt, as so to speak, so the mythology goes. They'd come up as scattered tribes and had gone up through the Sinai and up through Jordan, and then around, all the way around, and came in through Jericho and up to Nablus, Shechem, and Shiloh, and then Jerusalem. So, and then they came down the coast towards the Mediterranean, and that's where they met the Philistines. And there was really a battle of identity which took place, and so the very idea that Israel is homogeneous, the entire story of Israel is about assimilation and a overriding identity for assimilation.